Welcome back. So today we're talking about snacking, the pitfalls and 7 tips to maximize your snacking potential if indeed you are a snacker. So when it comes to snacking, I would completely disregard the idea that we need to snack. Get your snacks. Do you need a snack? Don't forget your snacks. We make healthy snacks. These are all just marketing lingo and created, snacking is literally created to make money for companies. It is not a necessity. In fact, from our teeth to our digestive tract, our liver, cardiovascular system, blood sugar tolerance, all of these can be negatively impacted by snacking. Now, this doesn't mean that all snacking is bad, but if you don't snack, don't feel like you need to snack. So if you haven't already subscribed, now's a great time to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any health accumulation. When we eat and when we don't eat, literally entrains what's called clock genes. And these clock genes are responsible for all aspects of metabolism. This is a big one, but the suprachiasmatic nucleus of the hypothalamus in our brain contains our central clock, which controls our circadian rhythm. Basically, it lets the body know what it can expect to be happening next. What's wake time, what's eat time, bathroom time, sleep time. This central clock is most affected by light, which is another reason to get outside in the morning and then aim to minimize that bright light exposure at nighttime. So why am I even talking about this? I'm talking about this because the peripheral organs like our thyroid, our pancreas, large intestine also have their own clocks. And these clocks are much more easily manipulated by food inputs, by food supply, or the lack thereof. So one of the issues with snacking, we're back to snacking now, snacking late in the evening, is that this causes the peripheral organ clocks to get out of sync with the master clock. And since 97% of Americans snack daily, this could potentially be a big issue. Snacking, to no surprise, it increases the total amount of energy consumed in a day. And when we snack at nighttime, the potential for diabetes, cardiovascular disease, obesity, unfortunately, they all go up. And this is likely due to effects on these clock genes and on the peripheral organs and how they are now managing energy supply. When we throw off our clocks, our organ clocks, you can potentially get to the point where we're throwing our master clock off because we've been snacking so much, we can get metabolic derangement. We can get dysfunction. We can get the promotion of diseases. We can get excess weight gain, cardiovascular illness, cholesterol issues, diabetes. That is why these clocks are important, and that is why snacking, especially in the evening time, can be really problematic, and we want to consider how much of a need we have truly for that snack at nighttime. Now, snacking isn't all bad, and it just really comes down to what are we using as the snack. There's actually studies showing that coffee, tea, fruit as a snack option reduce the total amount of calories consumed by a person during the day. Unfortunately, not very many people are just going to straight up black coffee, tea, and fruit as their snack. And multiple studies have shown an improved satiation and a reduced risk of obesity in populations consuming high quality snacks like fruit, whole unprocessed grains, basically oats rather than oat flour. The caveat to these studies, though, is that these populations also are much more likely to participate in vigorous physical activity. And we know across the board that people who are active and who have this consciousness about being active, about exercise, also tend to have better eating habits and better food patterns. So if you're reaching for chips, crackers, cookies, candy, a Coke as a snack to get you through, your snacking is going to lead you down a road that's going to promote health dysfunction. So if you decide to snack, I have 7 tips to help you make the best out of those snacks. Number 1 is create some kind of guardrails, especially in the evening, so you don't mess up those internal clocks. And in so doing, cause hormone and neurotransmitter derangement that could lead you down a road of dysfunction. Number 2, choose a real food snack. I know this is a shocker, but prepackaged snack items are not supporting your life betterment. They're not supporting your health accumulation. They're making it more challenging for you to make the decision you want to make related to food later on in the day. So this could look like, an avocado with salt and pepper on it. This could look like hard-boiled eggs. This could look like a few slices of meat, of beef, some plain yogurt with berries, celery with nut butter, cucumbers with goat cheese. And on that line, really dark chocolate before 4 p.m. is a reasonable snack. But I am talking about, greater than 90% dark chocolate, ideally with the fiber content the same as or greater than the amount of sugar in that chocolate bar. Another snack item would be figs or dates, especially paired with like almonds, pecans, walnuts. That'd be a great snack. I would just be conscious about this because you want to measure out your nuts. Because nuts, they are a very calorie-dense food, and when you put them with sweet things, the potential to eat a tsunami of calories is really high, and find that either, especially if you're wanting weight loss gains or weight loss, fat loss, that it's not happening. And oftentimes it's because of just the sheer volume of nuts coming in. Another option would be having a spoonful of raw honey. This can be a great snack. However, I would use this snack only if the activity happening after you eat that honey is actual physical activity. Like you're gonna be on your feet, you're doing stuff. If you're consuming the honey and then settling back down into your desk for a few hours, I would definitely pass on that, because that is not going to support your life longevity, because you need a place to use that. There's sugar coming in there, so you need a place to use that sugar now. And then, like I mentioned earlier about the teas, herbal teas are fantastic. Not only are they essentially 0 calorie, but you can gather up a bunch of phytochemicals. You can have a medicinal effect, whatever way you're looking for. Brain power, decreased fatigue, stress resilience. Those can happen via these herbs in these teas. But also, there's just simply something going in your mouth, something to sip on. And many times, or even most of the time, people are snacking not based off true hunger, but we're snacking based off of boredom. We're snacking based off a need for a little dopamine hit, feeding that reward cascade. And the final one I have for you guys is something I do often at work. If I'm feeling the munchies, I just need a little something to grab onto, a little something to eat. Thankfully, I have a gym right next door to me. And so I will literally walk out my door because it's connected to the gym directly. Walk over there, I'll do a set of pull-ups, do a set of back extensions, maybe do some shoulder presses, do a few squats. Just, lightweight, but to failure real quick, and then head back in the office. And this is an amazing way. This is the exertion to clear my head and get me past any of that snacking or just, basically boredom eating, or maybe a little bit of stress eating that I would do. So don't feel bad about going and give yourself basically a exercise snack the next time you're craving that other snack, that food snack. All right, so when you're working on adjusting life food patterns, I will say it is super important to recognize your own behavioral tendencies. If you tend to binge eat, when you're going extended periods of times without food, like say 3+ hours without food, then eat food sooner. So you don't need to feed this process of binging. It is paramount whenever these food discussions come up that you recognize your personal need. Where you're at on your food journey, no matter how many studies say one thing or another, only you are living in your body and only you know what your capacity is. So when it comes to snacking or not snacking, I would still subscribe to food quality being of greater value than time and food consumed, meaning that the quality of food is a bigger deal than whether or not you snack. But marrying food quality with no late evening snacking could make for an aggressive, health momentum gains happen in your life. And I really hope you are willing to test out for a few months and see, okay, what happens if I drop out my night snacks and I make extra effort to make quality happen in those other snacks I'm consuming during the day, if I am indeed snacking at all. All right, I'm Dr. Matt. Hope this is helpful. Let me know what your snacks are, what you're doing on that front. Snacking helping, snacking hindering. Love to hear it.